she was a local small town. This Elkhorn is a small town to begin with,
Oh yeah,
right?
yeah.
So she was just a local reporter that would, write for. It was the Walworth County Week. It was just a local newspaper there, and in 1991, she was, she had heard of this Dogman before. It was kind of like urban legend, local legend kind
Mm-hmm.
of thing, and so she started to dig into it. She's like, all right, let me maybe write a piece on this. And this, when she did, it blew up. I mean, this is the reason why people know
Oh wow.
of the Beast of Bray Road, because
Mm-hmm.
it got huge. It got nationwide attention. Like it became a huge thing. Like it's their own little Bigfoot kind of thing. And so she went and she interviewed. Actually, she interviewed Lori and she interviewed Doris and a couple other people. She wrote this article, and yeah, it became really big. Actually, I found the article on Walworth County's week on the newspaper's website. They still have the old article to read on the website, which is
Wow.
really cool.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And I went through and I read the whole thing. And I kept it open here because there was one note that I liked. And again, this is what kind of lends credibility to everything. Is it had this very famous news article,
Mm-hmm.
but the line in there. The logical place to start was the county humane officer, John Fredrickson. It turned out Fredrickson had a manila folder in his files marked werewolf, filled with note cards detailing 6 or 7 such sightings. One
Wow.
referred to unusual tracks, another referred to hairy, pointy creatures chasing down deer on 2 legs. So, I mean, this is legit. Like, people have been reporting this for a long time.
No, that's you're spot on with that, man. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's actually, I thought was kind of cool because I actually ended up, like I said, she ended up being the big name in as far as Dogman. And I thought it was really cool. So I just looked a little more into her. And, like I said, started out just a local small town reporter for this time newspaper. After this blew up, it completely changed the course of her life. She went on to be a full-on writer and investigator in cryptozoology. She's actually one of the most renowned cryptozoologists
Are you serious?
like worldwide. She went on to write over 20 books on Dogman, Bigfoot, other cryptids, stuff like that. Like she went up to be a big deal after just this tiny little news report.
Man, I'm gonna try to see. Is she still alive?
She died a couple of years ago.
Oh, okay.
She was like 70 something, but
okay.
Like
All right.
it went on to be a huge thing for her. And for cryptozoology in general.
Man, that's again, like I said, man. These stories never cease to like wow me here. So what you have is that you have a sheriff report, multiple eyewitnesses. What'd you say? The county, what was that guy's name?
Walworth County Week newspaper.
Yeah, newspaper articles. There's a file kept on the guy's desk about werewolves and stuff like that and encounters on that. All right. Hey, Steve, I feel the believe coming on, man. I feel the believe coming on, dog, right? Wow. All right. So, yeah. And so, yeah, that's really cool, man. Hey, good stuff, man. Good stuff. So tell me about 1930. What? Tell me about that.
So that was going to say, that's the next thing I got here. This wasn't exactly on Bray Road, but it was in Jefferson, Wisconsin, which is about 45 minutes north of Elkhorn. It was 1936. It's the first report of a Dogman in the area.
36.
1936.
Wow.
90 years ago at this point.
Wow.
So the story is that there was this like school, maybe some sort of Catholic school or something like that called St. Coletta's School. It was in this little remote town surrounded by farmland. And so today most of the buildings are abandoned, but back then, it was like a full-on school. So there was a man named Mark Shackleman. He was the night watch on the campus. And one night he was making his usual rounds. And I guess there was some sort of, again, which is why I think this might be some sort of religious school. There was a cemetery on the campus. And he reports that one night he was out on his doing his rounds, and he passed the cemetery, and he saw this, what he described, a wolf-like creature hunched over, clawing at one of the graves. And
What?
so,
What?
yeah, yeah. And so the wolf thing saw him, howled, and ran off into the woods. And then the next day, same thing, doing his midnight round. As he's walking past the cemetery, he sees this creature once again, and he shines his flashlight on him, and the creature stood up on its hind legs. That's when it finally got up on its two legs.
Okay.
And he said that this creature looked about 6 feet tall, a man-like body, but that was covered in dark, thick hair, and it had claws and pointy ears. And just like the same night before, he howled and ran off into the woods. And yeah, he said that he felt that it was just some sort of,
Wow.
he called it a hellhound. You know, he felt that it was some sort of beast, beast from hell is how he described it.
Dang, man. Saw it twice.
Yeah.
Subscribe now and turn on the notifications to join us on this extraordinary journey into the unknown.